When you get your flip-flop flower pot assembly kit, the first thing you're going to want to do is remove the instructions. They are located on the inside of the packaging. This will tell you everything that you need to know to make your flip-flop flower pot. Inside the package will be a small and a large stabilizer bar, as well as a fiberglass pole. Now we're going to start with a 14-inch clay pot. It's important that the pot have a taper to it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a clay pot as long as it has a taper. The small stabilizer bar, which is adjustable, is going to go into the bottom of the pot. The larger stabilizer bar is going to go into the top of the pot. Now, because this pot is the exact dimensions that we need, we won't need to adjust this bar. However, if the pot was larger, these will expand out on either side to accommodate larger pots. If you've adjusted your stabilizer bar out too far, use something like a pen or a pointed object to depress the tab on the back side. As you do that, walk the stabilizer bar back in to its original position. The pole can go in either way, it doesn't matter. And it will only fit in the middle hole. It won't fit in any other hole. So once you get your pot, get your kit inside of your pot and your pole in, you're ready to go. This is an 8-inch clay pot. It's a standard clay pot. There's nothing exciting about it. So you'll notice that it does have a hole in the middle, as they all do. We're going to use the hole that appears in the middle of the pot to string on to the kit and then give it a tilt. Now the important part to note is that the top of the pot must touch the pole. That creates the seat upon which the next pot is going to come to rest. So I have my second, and again, these are 8-inch pots. They could be 10-inch pots, they could be 6-inch pots, it doesn't matter, just as long as you have the hole in the bottom. Next pot goes on and flops to the other side. And as you can see, we're just going to build this up by adding the next pot and then the last pot. And we've now created the flip-flop flower pot. When it's time to plant it, now we're going to use a good potting soil and fill up the bottom of the pot, and then fill up each and every one of these pots, and then go ahead and add your plants. So if I had this full of dirt, I would go ahead and plant maybe a wave petunia. You can also plant down here, inside here as well. Just fill this area with dirt, and you'll see how pretty it can look. Once your flip-flop flower pot is all potted up, one special feature of our product is that there is a hole. There are holes drilled throughout this pole to allow water to come down and go through the pole and leach out onto the roots of the plant. This is a tremendous benefit to the growth of your plant. You can also add a little fertilizer in here. It works much like you might have seen in a strawberry pot in the past. Now that we've got our flip-flop flower pot all planted up, it's time to water it in real nice. What you want to do is use a low hose, turn it down low, and water all the way around the planted area. We're going to water the bottom in as well as each individual pot. And once you have them all watered in and you've hit each pot, what you want to do is get to the very top of the pole and let water dribble inside the pole. That water will then go down through the pole and leach out onto the root area of the plant. It's a great place to put some fertilizer. Now that you have your flip-flop flower pot all planted up, it's time for you to enjoy the beauty that it'll bring. A nice arrangement with lots of height out in your garden to fill in a corner, or maybe next on a patio or a deck, or next to a garage door. The flip-flop flower pot will give you years of enjoyment.